Well, I've been on the patches basically personally since October. October. So I am amazed on so many levels about this company. But I will tell you, my testimony started out slow, and I think a lot of people on the call need to hear this because I wasn't noticing anything. I'd done my due diligence and did my research eventually. I was resistant at first. I got to tell you, I just was like, ah. And a friend of mine who had a heart bigger than my resistance had a heart bigger and named Date. I love him. Um, Lori and I both got sick, and we got sick. And Lori's standing next to me, but we got sick with the COVID in
August last year,
and we did everything. But Lori got very sick. I got over it very quickly, and she ended up being sick for 43 days. And I had her on 6.5 liters of oxygen at home here, and I had her blood oxygen was at 84. It was between 83 and 84 when I brought her home. And I brought her home. I was every hour I was in clinician mode. I'd nap and then wake up with the alarm, my eyes bug out, and I was taking care of her. And I was just looking for trends. So I was in clinician mode. I was tracking everything. Boom, 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 boom. And Date finds out she's sick. He comes over, not in the door. He says, do this, do this, do this. And I put these patches on her, and I'm not expecting anything. He leaves, and I'm kind of like, yeah.
And I'm wondering, why are these Band-Aid things? What are you doing? What are these things?
She's half in the bag. I tell you, walking to the bathroom was major effort.
I felt like I was 105.
Yeah.
You felt like you were what?
105 years old.
Right. Yeah. I also had COVID in August, so I know what that's like. And so you got better quickly, but Lori, was she in the hospital for a while?
We elected not to go to the hospital, but I took her home from the emergency clinic. So we had gone to emergency walk-in clinic. They found out she had hypoxia, which is that low blood iron content. And I found out they did x-rays, and then they did a CAT scan, found out she had COVID pneumonia in all 4 lung sacs. And they wanted to send her to the hospital. And I took her home. We did some alternative things and some additional things, and we were making slow progress. So in a week, if this is flat, this is her level of improvement after 1 week. So I was up basically 24/7. And so scary, I was tracking everything because I was on the edge of, all right, I may not have a choice. She may have to go to the hospital, whether I want to or not. And so Date comes over, right? And I'm just like blowing him off. He comes to the door, gives me these things. He says, do this, do this. And I said, okay, it can't hurt.
He kept coming over.
Yeah, he kept coming over.
He kept coming and bringing them 5 at a time.
No, but I mean, at first, when he first did it, what happened is he brought these patches over this first day, right? That he finds out he's bringing over. And I get this, he leaves, and I sit on the couch, I'm dozing off, waiting for my alarm to go off. 20 minutes later, after he leaves, I go take her blood oxygen content. Now, in a week, it had changed 1 point, gone from 84 to 85. In 20 minutes, it jumped 2 points to 87. And the other thing that happened is her rate of improvement was like, boom. It still took 43 days. She has no long haulers going on now, and
no scarring.
No scarring.
My lungs.
No scarring on her lungs, nothing. She's 100%. And she was so enthused. We just told her story. And I started wearing them after, because it was all about her. It wasn't about me. I bought a package. I wasn't intending to do the business. I've been in my other business for 13 years as a business. I was like, okay, this is crazy. I got to look at this now, And so I dug in. I'm a technical person when I have to be, and I can dig in deep. And next thing I know, she's better. Date goes, come to the convention with us. In Orlando. And I tell Lori, and she's still not good. And then about 4 days later, she goes, yeah, I'm going to go. I feel good.
This was mid-October.
Yeah. Wow. And so she gets a ticket, and she starts talking to people. 1 week before, she says, I'm going to join this group too.
October 28th, I bought my package.
And all she did was tell people. And so in 8 days, she was a manager, I was a manager, and we were well on our way to becoming director.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we've just been seeing miracles after miracles. Now me, I didn't notice hardly anything but better sleep. My dreams were vivid. I was waking up from my dreams just like they were in color, ready to rock and roll. And I go from that dream state, and I'm just like, okay, I know this is working. Maybe on the inside, I'm not feeling anything. Now, about 4.5 months later, my hair's gotten thicker. The gray has receded.
It's kinda thicker, yeah.
And
Your skin.
I have a history of acne from the age of 12 to the age of 50. And I had dead zones in my back where there's no sensation or no feeling and nerves. And about a month ago, I get an itch, and it's usually a phantom itch. And when I go to itch, I feel this like a skin tag, and I kind of scratch it a little bit. And it's like a piece of callus comes out. But as I'm doing that, I can feel my finger on the skin for the first time. I got nerve sensation coming back, and I got skin growing back after 30 years of no nerves. But this is like months later, like 4.5 months later. So if you're learning about this, I just got to tell you, learn what David Smith is teaching us about the long term of this, and give yourself a chance. Go the long haul. You didn't get there overnight. Don't expect to get out of there overnight. And you'll be blessed, and you're going to bless thousands upon belief. And a little bit about David Smith. I had a chance to meet him at Global Conference, and he made such a profound offer to me because my family is plagued with lots of health issues I won't go into. But after knowing me for 5 minutes and talking with him personally on a one-to-one level, shared what it is, what he offered me, I will never
Yeah.
forget. This is truly a disruptive technology that we get to be a part of, and let this mission be bigger than you. Let yourself be a part of a bigger mission and share that with heart and purpose. I
Yes.
bless you. We feel blessed. God bless you all.